Good morning, everybody. This is Pradeep, your host, Ambassador of Change from GETI, the Global Education and Training Institute. And we are on a disruptive education format provided to us by Dr. Sunita Gandhi, who is our mentor. And through this platform, we have been able to communicate with more than 550 educators from India and all over the world. And today we have for you Mr. Avinash Mahajan.
Hello, good morning,
He
everyone.
has been the, he is the vice principal of the Army Public School in Nagrota in J&K. He has an experience of 27 years where he has been the head of department of mathematics, the senior coordinator, and the vice principal for the last 5 years. He is very fond of listening to music or the old songs, and he plays chess with a certain amount of guineas. He will be speaking to us today on winning is not as important as trying your best. Welcome, Mr. Mahajan, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. Thanks to Mr. Pradeep, and I am thankful to all the listeners and my gratitude to GT, Global Education and Training Institute, for providing such a platform to the educationists. Today, I am expressing my views on the topic winning is not as important as trying your best. Practically, if we see the present scenario, we all are fighting with this COVID-19. We are trying our best to win this situation. Scientists, they are trying their best to develop some vaccine, and it was in the news that some vaccine has been developed, but it may have some shortcomings. But that doesn't mean the scientists will not try to improve the vaccine, rather they will try. Even as teachers, when all the schools were shut down, when students were not coming to school, we never give up as teachers. We started online coaching, online training to the students. Even we conducted online tests also for the students. Now, this process is not over, it is still going on. That means when the schools will open, we will come to the old tradition of classroom teaching. But till that time, we basically are trying our efforts. I can't say we have won the situation. There can be so many drawbacks on online coaching, but we are trying. So sometimes we try, then we lost, we try again, and naturally we are going to win. The ideology of trying your best and then winning should be promoted especially to young children and students in the educational institution. Usually, students who show a knack of studies, they basically suffer from tremendous amount of performance pressure. The students, when they have the pressure that they have to get 95%, 97%, naturally that is really tedious job for them. And if we replace this term that you have to get 98%, rather we say you try your best to achieve the best result. So if that pressure is taken off, so their performance will be improved. Their results will be better. Winning is this never ending process. It's that if you win over one situation, then second situation arises. You try to win over that situation, and it keeps on going. Let's think of a child who crawls. Here, I have shown the child is crawling. Now for this child, the winning moment will be when he will get up, stand on his feet, and when he does that, then the next step that he or she should try to walk, and if he or she is successful in walking, then the same child tries to run. So winning situation is changing from one part to another part. Now the same child, when he is admitted to school, faces face some other challenges, and naturally when he tries, he overcomes those problems also. Once, one of my friend, he was discussing with me that he is not successful in life. So I asked him, why you think so? He said, this happened, I was not successful. I said, okay, I am going to ask you a very simple thing. You are riding your bicycle. For how many years you have been riding the bicycle? He said, for the last 20 years. I said, for last 20 years, you haven't met with an accident. You are still alive. That means you are a successful person. So success, victory, winning keeps on changing and never ever comes to an end. I am going to narrate the story of Arunima Sinha, who became the world's first amputee to climb Mount Everest in 2013. And many of you must be knowing about her. She was in Kaun Banega Crorepati also with Amitabh Bachchan. In 2011, when she was traveling in a train from Lucknow to Delhi, some hoodlums jumped into the train and started robbing the passengers. She was there in the same coach. She was wearing a golden chain which was gifted to her by her mother. The robbers tried to snatch that chain. She resisted. She wanted to come over those robbers. She tried her best, but unfortunately, she was pushed off the train and she fell on a parallel railway track. Now, at that moment, when the robbers were there in the coach, her winning moment would have been if she could have overcome those robbers. But unfortunately, she couldn't do that. Now, she was on a railway track, and now the winning situation now is that she should be alive. She struggled for that, but unfortunately, another train which was passing on that track crushed her leg below the knee. She kept lying wrecked and bleeding on the track. Now, if this situation would have been with some weaker person, he or she must have got the heart attack even. But she struggled for her life. Throughout the night, the trains were running on the parallel tracks. Rodents would come and feast on her oozing wounds. In the morning, she was shifted to the hospital when some villagers noticed her. Adding to her plight, the hospital was out of anesthesia. There was no anesthesia in the hospital, and therefore the limb was amputated while she was fully conscious. So just see how brave she was. She was she never won one situation, but she was trying her best to win one situation, then second, then third, and so on. After this, she decided to climb Mount Everest. Her thought process was that if she is alive to do something exceptional. She is alive to do something extraordinary. And the story reveals a message also. If we are alive to try and try again. It's not important that we win one thing, we win the situation, but the important thing is we keep on trying. And then she conquered Mount Everest also. If we look the story once again. When the first incident happened, when robbers were there, the winning moment for Arunima would have been if she would have overcome those robbers, but unfortunately she couldn't make that. When she was on the track, the winning moment was to keep herself alive. She struggled for that and she was able to succeed. So naturally, if you try again and again, we people are going to win. So winning therefore is situational. It is not permanent. It is situational. One situation comes, we have to win that situation. Rather, we have to try for the next situation. All of us are winners in one way or the other. If one goal is achieved, we need to try for the next. Achieving a winning one goal is not end. Rather, it's another sweet bend. That means at every bend we make up our best, we try our best. If we win that, we move on and move on, and that journey never stops. Achieving a winning one goal is not the end, rather it's another sweet bend. Achieving one goal is not all, rather we have to climb another wall. See, every end has a new beginning. A child, a student who completes his school, passes out from the school, ends the school life, but a new beginning. He starts with the college life. So one end, then a new beginning is there. When the same student completes the college life, he completes the college life but starts with the university life. That's a new beginning again. So we can't say that we come to an end. Whenever there is an end, there is another beginning. And this ball keeps on rolling till we people are alive. We may not succeed at we may not get success at one stage, but we keep on trying for that, and that makes us the winner. So winners are not the people who fail, but the people who keep on trying their best. It's better to try and fail than not to try at all. If we keep on trying, we are going to be the winners. And if we don't try at all, naturally we become the failures. Winning is not everything, but making the effort to win is. I repeat, winning is not everything, but making the effort to win is. Winning is not ultimate goal, it is situational. We need to try for each and every situation. The person, a man is not finished when he is defeated, but he is finished when he quits. Whenever we quit, naturally we are finished. Till we keep on trying, we are not defeated. The winners, they are the warriors, not the warriors. So, if we if we need to be the winner, we have to become warrior, not warrior. Here, I would like to narrate Maharana Pratap, the great brave king who never gave up throughout his life. He continued fighting for his kingdom but never gave up. He might not have won the Haldi Ghati battle. All of us know about the Haldi Ghati battle, but he is known as a brave king who never quitted, never gave up. It's really hard to beat a person who never quits. So be a warrior all the time. Just shut down your worries and be a warrior. Warrior means we have to keep on trying, which is very important. Winning is not the psychology of winners. Winners never keep in mind that they have to win. Rather, winners keep in mind they have to keep on trying. Winning is not changing reality, it is changing the mentality behind the reality. So I finish my talk by saying that winning is not changing the reality, but changing the mentality behind the reality. I am thankful to all of you who listened to me so patiently. I am thankful and grateful to GT again once again who gave me the platform for this talk. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Pradeep. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Sir, I have a question
Ji sir, ji.
that how do you bring around this feeling in a classroom situation?
Right, sir. Let's suppose, let's have an example.
Sir, मेरा question है, how do you
जी
bring
sir, जी.
around this feeling in a classroom situation?
Right, sir. I'm coming to that point. I'm coming to that point. In a classroom situation, what we need to do is number one, we must avoid speaking any negative remark. Rather, I will give you a real example. There was a girl in my class who said, "Sir,
Sir, can
I
you
will
listen
not."
to my question?
Sir, I got your question. How we are going to get this in the real classroom situation?
Yes, sir.
Right, sir. Suppose, as a teacher, if I am teaching the class and a student is there who has the difficulty in understanding one subject, as a teacher, I need to tell that student that you need to practice again and again. And we all know that practice makes the man perfect. Practice means trying again and again. Let's say there are 10 problems. The student says, I can't solve these 10 problems. As a teacher, I will say, you go for first three problems. You try the three problems. Let the student to try those three problems, and then I will say, okay, come on, you have tried these three, that means you can do, move on to the next one, move on to the next one. It is the process that
Yes, sir.
one
That is it.
once has to keep on trying. Yes, sir. Anything else, sir, you want to ask? What I was telling that instead of telling the students you can't do it, you may fail, let's tell the student it is very hard to fail if you keep on trying. Yes, Mr. Pradeep, any other question you want to put on or any other query?
No, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
And
Thank you.
once again, we thank Dr. Sunita Gandhi for this excellent.
I'm also thankful to Dr. Sunita, and I am thankful, I am grateful to GT also. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone.